What is it with people on TikTok making blackout days for other people of different ethnicities and cultural backgrounds? That's going to be the topic for today. I just I don't understand. I don't understand. You have a group of people in their little subset group or whatever, you know, or whatever, and they have a fine time representing their culture and their people in one day. And then you have people on TikTok going on there and telling you that you should stop being on social media just for those groups of people. Just it doesn't make any sense. They didn't ask you to do that. They didn't even tell you to care. So why would you do it? You know, did you even take into consideration the fact that they might get annoyed by this? Like, did you even consider that? It's it's almost like it's like people who give out petitions and think that when I sign their little sheet of paper, suddenly a forest fire is going to go out or something somewhere. It just doesn't make sense. They didn't ask you to do this, and they accept the fact that you care, but they didn't ask you to care this much. They wanted to have the day to themselves. They didn't want it to be spread out to the entire world. They didn't want any of that. Like, just imagine for a moment, you know, you're having, well, not yet, you're having a conversation with somebody, very personal and very special conversation with somebody, and some person overhears you and just shouts, like, say you have cancer and you're talking to that person about it. Someone just shouts out of nowhere, this person has cancer. We all need to, be careful and be nice to this person because they have cancer. Just no. Why would you do that? That's wrong and that's messed up. They were having that conversation with that special and very important person, for a reason. Because they wanted to relay that message to them, not to the entire world. If they wanted to say that to the entire world, they would have. Like, just imagine I overhear you, talking to someone about something important that you wouldn't want anyone else to know. I just shout out to the entire room. Wouldn't you be mad? So why are you doing it to other people, acting like it's okay? It's just like, in situations like that, or if you overhear something as important as that, don't speak. Don't speak for the person. Please, do not speak for the person. They most definitely wouldn't want you to, and you most definitely wouldn't want them to do the same for you. And who I see this, who I have seen, what people of what race I've seen do this the most? White people. I'm not trying to make this about race, but they're the most prevalent ones that I've seen. I understand there are other, people of different cultural backgrounds and ethnicities doing this as well. And it just makes me question, though. Why would you do it? Do you want validation? You want people to know that you're a nice and considerate person? You want people to know that you care? I want an answer that doesn't make you seem like a loudmouth. I understand that you care, but this is a very special and personal thing to them. So why do you feel like you're entitled to speak it out for them? If we don't respond accordingly to what you want, then suddenly we don't care about these people, and we either hate the movement or we find it unnecessary. And no, that's not the case. All right, I know that's like an extreme example of it, but in situations like this, that's really what's happening. I personally don't want to dedicate my time to something that I don't, have as much care for or find as important. Oh, you feel like these people aren't deserving of your energy? No. What I'm saying is, like any usual person would, like you as well, if you didn't care that much, why would you dedicate your energy to something? Like, especially all of it. You want me to have maximum output for you to make like for me to make you look like a good person. It just doesn't make sense. I don't want to dedicate my energy to something that I don't deem super important. I can say for a fact that being black in America, for many people of color, they take pride in it, And we don't want that pride to be tarnished or, twisted by your selfishness or selfless intentions. Just don't speak for us. All right, we didn't ask you to. We didn't want you to. But as you can see, if we wanted to go out there and speak about this, we would. And we're doing that. BLM, you know? But a lot of the time where we black people are seeing people of other races, of other ethnicities, attempt to make a change for us as well. For some people it actually works, but for the others that are like going around and doing stupid shit and making us look bad, in the name of us, you just why would you do it? You make us look bad, and we don't want that. We don't want our pride and reputation tarnished. We barely even have a reputation to uphold. That's why we're trying to make a reputation for ourselves. We're not trying to have a reputation forced upon us. Hence, stereotypes. It goes across the world. But, here in America, specifically in America, we've been here for the longest time. We haven't been here for the longest time. When we got brought over, it was so much unfair and unjust shit that we had to go through. Hence why we're trying to make a reputation for ourselves, not have one cast upon us like we did before. Like, don't take words out of my mouth that I would never even dare to say, and act like I would want to say that. Okay, I don't care about your insert ethnic group name here, guilt or whatever, or your attempt at making the high ground. If I want to say something, then I'll say it. Don't speak for me, because you have a higher chance of fucking it up. An infinitely higher chance of fucking it up, more than I do. Not only do I not want you to look like an idiot, but I don't want to look like an idiot because of your selfless or selfish intentions. We know who we are. We know what we want. So respect that. Please. Just respect that. What makes it so hard for you to let us have what we want, and let us keep what we already got? Is this why? Why? I don't care about your sense of modesty. I don't care about your honor or respect for me. Well, it's not I don't care. I do care. Because, that allows me to understand that you know where I'm coming from, and that you respect me. But in this case, in any situation like this, or any situation sort of related like this, please do not speak for the people that are, in question or are oppressed, because you're just going to make them look bad. Well, not all the time, but in a case like this, you're making the people look bad, and it's just wrong. They didn't ask you. They didn't want you to. So why would you do it? For Native Americans, I can understand why everyone is rallying to change it. Native Americans have been trying to make everybody in the nation and around the world, aware that Columbus Day shouldn't be celebrated the way it is. And, it shouldn't also be it shouldn't be representative of what Native Americans are like either. Hence why they're trying to change it, in the name of their people, in the right way and in the best way they possibly can. And it's fine if you want to support that movement. I advocate for it too. I may not go around on social media posting about it, but for my own personal reasons, I advocate for it. I think it's a good change. And it's just, like I said, advocate for it if you want. It's something that's been out in the public, that's been tried and true over and over again. It's about time for change. And, I think everyone should, at least try to support that movement. Columbus Day should not be represented the way it currently is. And it should also not be representative of what Native Americans are like, especially because they didn't have a say in what it would look like for them. I recently went on Instagram and I saw a post from someone else, not the original person, but the post had an image of someone, telling, basically on TikTok, telling this white girl who was telling everybody, hey, don't post on this day because it's indigenous or whatever. It's Latino Day, Blackout for Latinos. And it was like, the person in the post was like, look, can y'all please stop fucking doing this? Y'all are not doing anything to help us. You're only making us look bad, and we find it annoying. If they have to say that themselves, then why do you continue to, try and get that done? We understand your intentions are good, but sometimes your intentions don't necessarily mean, but like sometimes your intentions aren't necessarily good. Just let things be. If things don't need to be interacted with, don't disrupt the workflow. Don't try and make fixes or adjustments to it if there's nothing wrong with it. Just leave it be for everybody, especially for yourself, because you don't want to look like an idiot. Nobody does. They don't want to look like idiots, so just leave it alone. I feel like that's a good way to end off the video. By the way, everybody, December 31st is Whitewash Day. Blackout for all the whites. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.